So I've managed to get my hands on a huge list of SMMA niches for you to simply pick one and get started right now. From that list, I'm going to help you filter out and narrow down the list so you can pick the best one so you can make the most money out of SMMA. And whether you're just starting out or whether you have a client or two, I've made a completely free Discord where we share all our scripts and ad sets and absolutely everything for free. And since it's Christmas, I've made a completely free course so you never have to pay for a course again. If you want to join the Discord, the link will be in the description. So here are the fundamentals for when you're picking a niche that Hormozi talks about in 100 Million Offers. Make sure to go buy that book if you haven't. So number one, you have to make sure that it's a growing market and it has a lot of potential. What does this mean? This simply means that the market has to be growing. It has to have potential, new people coming in, new businesses. It has to have money coming in. Now, I know you must be thinking, how do I find this? A simple Google search on the market trend of your exact niche will literally tell you if it's growing or not. In my case, I help SMMA owners, which is a complete growing market since there's so much new people coming into this market and starting their own SMMA every single day. And since it's so popular, there's more people growing and makes it much easier for me to expand on that niche. There's three main growing markets that will never fall out of the whole growth spur, which is health, wealth, and relationships. So between those niches, you can dive deeper and find a segment that helps you find a more specific niche. Now, just because I found success in my niche doesn't mean that you should go ahead and copy me. You should find your own niche and find whatever is working for you. Number two, make sure that your ideal avatar can afford your service. Your prospect cannot be broke. Would you try and sell a Rolex to a homeless man? No. So why are you hitting up broke industries with 3K retainers? Your target audience must be able to afford your service. In my case, I'm targeting SMMA owners and most of them cannot afford my service. So what I do is target SMMA owners that are in the mid-range, so they already have a few clients and they're ready to scale, so they have the funds to back them up for my service. I am also now targeting lawyers and potentially doctors, as it is a much higher paying niche that will be much easier to find people who can afford my service. There's no point in reaching out to people who cannot afford your service. Remember, no matter what specific niche you're in, you can always target different target audiences and different avatars that will be able to afford your service. Number three, make sure that your target audience is easily accessible and that you can reach out to them easily. If your prospects are hard to find, then outreach is going to be a bitch. As I mentioned before, you need to have a growing market, and this will help with reaching out to people, as if it's a growing market, you will have more people to reach out to. And then depending on whatever niche you choose, your prospects will be lurking around different platforms. So for example, I'm targeting SMMA owners, so there could potentially be SMMA owners on Facebook, Discord, etc. And guess what? There might not be lawyers on platforms like Discord. So you need to figure out where your prospects are. Personally, I have a dedicated outreach team and I have a sales team who are daily reaching out to people on Facebook, Twitter, etc. Every single platform pretty much out there. And then I also get inbound leads from my personal brand. So you have to find which outreach system works best for your niche. And remember, my free Discord course covers every single aspect in terms of outreach. So you can go simply learn those, test them out, and find out which one works best for your niche, and then double down on that. So then you want to make sure that you have a specific niche. So not anything generic. Make sure you have a specific niche. The more specific, the more you can make out of it, the more you can squeeze out of these people. The idea is to dominate a specific market, not something generic like e-com. If you want my advice, sell the shovel. What does this mean? Pretty much sell whatever is in demand. So in my case, I help SMMA owners with outreach, which is something that they will always need, meaning I always have constant demand for my service. If you don't want to sell the shovel, that's perfectly fine. Here's another simple way. Simply sell something that makes the business way more money than they are investing and guarantee that. Then it's a no-brainer offer. Yes, it's harder, but that's literally how you get clients. You have to create such a good offer with so much value that it is impossible for them to refuse. Even if they don't have the money, they will come up with the money. And if they cannot come up with the money, I've seen big agency owners who are trained to have people take out loans during the call to be able to afford the service. Imagine your service is so good, someone's willing to take out a loan because they trust you so much and the offer is just so strong. If you're gonna take anything from this video, take this. Never go into a niche solely based on other people's successes. Make sure to find your own. I promise you, you will get way more money and way more success if you're innovative. You have to constantly better yourself and constantly do new things. Take a look at Apple's success or Elon's success. He's literally curing blindness right now. if you go check out his Twitter. You cannot simply do what others are doing and be a sheep. The more innovative and different things that you are able to do, the more money you will make. There's no such thing as best niche. There's no such thing as oversaturated niche. If your offer is good, if your service delivery is very unique, then you will thrive in that niche. No matter what niche it is, no matter if it's just literally e-com, real estate, whatever. If your offer is very unique, if your service delivery is also unique, and you do things differently, you have guarantees and you have a strong offer, you will succeed. The best thing you can do right now is download that list I gave you, pick a few, narrow it down according to the criteria that I gave earlier in this video, and experiment. And when I say experiment, I don't mean just a few days of experimenting. I mean at least a week of real hard work, of daily outreach, meeting the numbers. If you don't know about outreach, I have another video on outreach. I have a ton of videos on outreach. Simply join my Discord server and I have a whole course on literally how to do outreach. Stick to your niche until you know it doesn't work, or until you know that it works. If it does work, double down. If it doesn't work, figure out why and then correct it. If you cannot do that, then you are stupid. But if you can't do that, simply choose another niche and see what's working best for you. And here's another huge tip. Stop worrying about what other people think about your niche. Stop asking in random Discord servers, hey guys, what do you think about my niche? When people are completely random, those people have no idea how to do SMMA, and most of those people are complete beginners. So why are you asking them? Instead of doing that, actually test a niche, see if it's working, and then you figure it out yourself.